हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए कृष्णा दास जी जो कि वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता भी हैं और इसके अलावा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के केरल के ट्रेजरर भी हैं, लंबे समय तक संघ में भी काम किए। कृष्णा दास जी, पलक्कड़ में पिछले कुछ दिनों में लगातार घटनाएं हुई और ये कहें पूरे केरला में लगातार घटनाएं हो रही हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वर्कर्स, संघ के वर्कर्स की हत्याएं की गई। अगर नवंबर से अब तक की इधर बात करें तो दो बड़ी हत्याएं हुई। 2 दिन पहले श्रीनिवासन की हत्या हुई और उससे पहले संजीत नाम के आरएसएस वर्कर की हत्या हुई। क्या रीज़न मानते हैं इसके पीछे पूरा? क्योंकि पलक्कड़ तो बहुत शांत शहर था, लेकिन पिछले कुछ दिनों में जिस तरह से चीज़ें बढ़ रही हैं, इस तरह की घटनाएं हो रही हैं, काफ़ी चिंताजनक है।
See, the situation is alarming in Kerala. The law and order has totally been shattered. If you look at the statistics, see, in Alappuzha, the first murder happened in sometime in February 2021 when Nandu Krishna was murdered by the activists of Popular Front of India, PFI. PFI and their political wing known as SDPI, they have been unleashing this terror in Kerala. Then sometime in October 2021 in Chavakad in Thrissur district, one Biju was murdered by these PFI activists. Then in November, Sanjit was murdered in Palakkad. He was a very active RSS worker. And he was taking his wife to the office in the morning hours at about 8:45, 9 a.m. He was waylaid on the way to the office and he was brutally murdered in front of his wife. So if you look at this pattern, they have no time. They have no what you call any occasion. Any time, any day, anybody can be murdered in Kerala, and this is the situation. Then in December 2021, Advocate Ranjit Srinivasan was brutally murdered in his home at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, after he just got up and a few people barged into his house. They just attacked him in front of his mother, in front of his wife, in front of his children. He was brutally killed. And what was the reason was that Ranjit Srinivasan was working in BJP. He was a state secretary of OBC Morcha in Kerala. That was the only reason. He did not even have a petty case against his name. Then came in April 16th, Srinivasan he was also murdered in broad daylight at about 1 p.m. In the afternoon. He was sitting in his shop room, and there also what we can see is that we can see a pattern in all these cases. The way people are killed, the time, the occasion, there is a pattern. You can't call this as a simple political murder. This is pure terror activities by a terrorist organization. Popular Front has turned out to be a terrorist organization all over India, and in Kerala things are turning out to be very, very bad.
आपका कहना ये है कि उनको बाकायदा ट्रेंड किया जा रहा है और उनके लिए जिस तरह की घटनाएं वो कर रहे हैं, इससे ये पता चलता है कि दे आर वेरी ट्रेंड।
एग्जैक्टली वही है, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ। वो पक्का ट्रेंड टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है ये पीएफआई और एसडीपीआई। पुलिस को मालूम है, वो ट्रेनिंग करता है, वो ट्रेनिंग करवाता है। दे आर हैविंग दिस ट्रेनिंग कैंप्स and police have even caught them a couple of times, but what we understand is that even in cities they have fully what you call these the so-called training centers where nobody knows. So such people are trained, and youngsters, especially youngsters, they are trained. We in some places in Kerala, we see that dogs are being butchered in certain places. So what we understand is that this is a part of a training to kill humans also. Dogs are being killed as a training, and it is being experimented in humans also now. This is what we understand. So these training camps are there all over Kerala. Police knows it, but unfortunately, the ruling dispensation is keeping silent on this. They are silently supporting these terror organizations.
बड़ा आरोप लगा रहे हैं कि राज्य सरकार सपोर्ट कर रही है, राज्य सरकार को सब कुछ पता भी है, ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं वो लोग?
No, राज्य सरकार सपोर्ट करता है. Last week, Kerala High Court, this Sanjit's wife had given a case in Kerala High Court demanding a CBI inquiry. Kerala government, to the surprise of everyone, opposed that demand. And Kerala government went one step further. The Director General of Prosecution, he said in the court that the accused should be heard. That is, it is not heard anywhere in the legal circles. When an investigation is demanded, the prosecution, the state demands that the accused should be given an opportunity of hearing. It is not heard anywhere. It is unknown in law where the accused has a right even before the investigation has started. So it is very clear that the ruling dispensation is supporting these elements, and I can name a number of panchayats where CPM and SDPI are in open alliance. In Pathanamthitta district, in Kodangal Panchayat, they are ruling together. So SDPI is supporting the CPIM ruling that panchayat. Then in Vembayam Panchayat and in Iratubetta municipality also, SDPI and CPM have come together. So there are various instances where the SDPI has openly supported the CPM and CPM has openly supported has received the support of SDPI. And yesterday, Sri Govindan Master, the very senior leader of CPIM, he has openly said that SDPI is not very dangerous, but RSS is dangerous. How can he say that? See, I would only request people like Govindan Master to, how can they compare a nationalist force of RSS with the PFI? Has RSS in its history has ever taken a stand against the nation? PFI is recruiting people from Kerala to go for war in Syria, to go for war in Afghanistan, to go for war against India in Kashmir. So where is the question of comparing RSS and Popular Front of India?
क्या आपको लगता है कि ये जो हत्याएं हो रही हैं या जो मर्डर्स किए जा रहे हैं, इसके पीछे ये एक कारण है कि आरएसएस लगातार स्टेट में अपनी जगह बनाने की कोशिश कर रही है और कहीं ना कहीं पॉलिटिकल लड़ाई की वजह से कि पीएफआई और एसडीपीआई, उनको लगता है कि कहीं उनकी जो ज़मीन है उस पर आरएसएस ना घुस जाए या आरएसएस उनकी जो पॉलिटिकल जो पकड़ है उसको कमज़ोर ना कर दे, इसलिए ऐसे मर्डर्स किए जा रहे हैं.
See, as far as Popular Front is concerned, what I understand is that it is not sheer politics. It is their pan-Islamic agenda that is taking them ahead in Kerala, and they have an agenda to Islamicize Kerala completely. If you see the demography of Kerala today,
रास्ते में रुकावट है, इसके लिए तो हत्याएं नहीं हो रही.
See, RSS and Bharatiya Janata Party is the only hurdle in India which is against the Islamization of India. So that is why they want to finish RSS people, they want to finish the RSS cadres.
16 अप्रैल को श्रीनिवासन की हत्या हुई, लेकिन एक दिन पहले ठीक पीएफआई के एक कार्यकर्ता की हत्या हुई यहीं पलक्कड़ में. क्या आप मानते हैं कि जो पलक्कड़ में हत्या हुई, पीएफआई का भी ये मानना है कि उनकी हत्या के पीछे आरएसएस के लोगों का हाथ है, इसकी वजह से उन लोगों ने श्रीनिवासन की हत्या की होगी, ऐसा लगा? क्या आपको लगता है कि जो पीएफआई के वर्कर की हत्या हुई उसमें भी आरएसएस के लोगों का हाथ है?
No, see, regarding the death of Sri Subair, absolutely RSS or BJP have no connection to that. Absolutely. The police have not arrested so far a single BJP leader in any of the cases. And RSS has absolutely no role in the death of C. Zubair at all. See, there may be local incidents where somebody is getting murdered and he may be a PFI worker, but once a PFI worker is murdered, putting the entire blame on organization is not correct. And police have so far not alleged that any BJP leader or RSS leader has any connection with that murder. Absolutely, with regard to Zubair's murder, the organization has absolutely no role at all.
सर एक मेरा अंतिम सवाल है कि पीएफआई की वर्किंग कैसे है, मतलब पूरे आप लोगों को कैसा लगता है कि पूरे केरला में पीएफआई किस तरह से काम कर रही है, वो देश के लिए कितना आने वाले समय में खतरनाक हो सकता है?
The working of PFI not only in Kerala, the entire India, it is a very secretive organization. They are conducting terror camps, they are conducting training. And after this training, people are being recruited for war. War against the nation, war against the society, war against the local people. Why are they recruiting such people for war in Syria and Afghanistan and in Kashmir? So their very agenda is against the nation. That is the issue that we are facing against. That is why we are fighting against this Popular Front of India. Naturally, all Indians ought to fight against, even people from Muslim community ought to come up against this agenda of Popular Front of India to fight and what you call defend India as one.
बात करनी कृष्णदास साहब हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के केरला के कोषाध्यक्ष हैं और बहुत ही वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता हैं। इनका साफ मानना है कि पीएफआई इस देश के लिए खतरा है, क्योंकि पीएफआई लगातार इस देश में आतंकवादियों को तैयार करने वाले कैंप का आयोजन कर रही है, ऐसा आरोप है कृष्णदास जी का। साफ कहना है कि इस पर एक बड़ी जांच होनी चाहिए और पीएफआई पर बैन भी लगना चाहिए। कैमरामैन प्रसन्ना के साथ नीरज पांडे, एबीपी न्यूज़, पलक्कड़।